new to plant-based eating and you've been missing your favorite comfort foods, I've got two really good recipes for you today. I know that when I first went plant-based, I was really missing some of my favorite comfort foods. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I follow the START solution. On my channel, you're going to find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes that are also no oil and gluten-free. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Chew on Vegan for more plant-based content. Check out the links below for my newsletter, my ebook, and my Facebook group. So let's get started on the first of the two recipes today. The first one is going to be the vegan chicken salad with homemade mayo, and I'm going to show you two ways that you can serve it. So a little bit about this mayo. This is not my recipe. This is Dr. John McDougall's recipe. I like to give credit where credit is due. And we're going to be using some really soft tofu. And this is the Mori Nu brand. It is found on the Asian aisle in your grocery store. It's not refrigerated. It's 12 ounce. And it's very important that you get the 12 ounce. If you get a larger container or a different texture, it's not going to come out the same and you will not be happy. So you want to make sure that you have the Mori Nu silken tofu. And it doesn't matter what it says under there, soft, whatever. As long as it says silken, then you're golden. And if you can't find it in your grocery store, I'll leave a link. I know you can get it on Amazon. So this is all going to go into our food processor, and it's very simple ingredients. We've got some lemon juice, we've got some salt, a little bit of sugar, and some dry mustard, and some white pepper. I'll put the exact measurements in the full recipe in the description box. So we're just gonna throw everything into our food processor and blend till smooth. We're gonna just dump the whole thing in. Whatever water is in the package is fine. We've got the lemon juice and all our spices. Now I'm just gonna blend this up till smooth. You wanna make sure you scrape down along the edge here and blend it again and make sure it's all really super smooth. So it's like mayonnaise. So you want it super smooth, just like this. Now to start our vegan chicken salad, we're gonna start with a can of chickpeas. I've rinsed and drained them, and I try to get the low sodium. And then I wanted to also show you that this was the juice that came out of the can. You wanna save this. This is good for so many things. It's a great egg substitute. 3 tablespoons equal 1 egg, so it's great in baking. And you can also use it to make a meringue. It's really good in some dessert recipes, so I just keep it, I freeze it, and then it's there when I need it. Now you're gonna wanna mash up your chickpeas. You can use a potato masher or a fork. I usually start with the potato masher, and then once it gets mashed a bit, I start in with the fork. And then we'll start adding all our other ingredients. So it's a nice little workout. You want it fairly well mashed. You can leave some big chunks in there if you want, and I do that too. But it just seems to hold together better and stay on the sandwich if you're using bread. And then I'll go in with the fork to do a finer mash. All right, I'm just gonna continue mashing this, and then we'll start adding all the other ingredients. So now we're gonna put it all together. Now this part is totally customizable. We all have different versions of chicken salad that we had when we were kids, and this is my version. And if you need something else in there, some people put relish in their salad, other things, I mean, whatever you wanna do. But this is just the base recipe, and you can do with it what you will. We've got our beautiful mayo here, so we're gonna start with that. And I'll put in, let's see, I'm gonna start with like 4 tablespoons. Again, this is personal preference. You may want it with more of the mayo or less, totally up to you. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard. Just a little squeeze like that to start. And we're gonna mix this around and see if it's enough mayo. So I think that looks pretty good for me. Then I'm gonna add some celery. This is 1 rib of celery. And then I've got some red onion. You could put sweet onion, whatever you'd like. And we'll mix this in. And then I just like to add a little salt and pepper, just a little bit. It's optional, you don't need to add salt. And then a little pepper. And we'll mix it up. And of course you want to taste it and make sure the seasonings are good for you. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can serve this. So first I'm just going to show you the traditional way you're going to make a sandwich. I just put 2 good-sized scoops on here. And then I just kind of spread it out. Oh, we need more than that. Maybe we do 3 scoops. My scoops is small. Then I do a slice of tomato, some lettuce, other piece of bread, and there is your sandwich. Really good comfort food, will remind you of your childhood. And let me show you the other way I like to serve it. I like to just do it in some lettuce. And I'll just put a couple scoops in here. And then I'll just put a little bit of tomato in here. So you have kind of your sandwich, but you have it in a lettuce wrap. And you know, sometimes if I just want something light, this is what I'll do. This is a great little snack, and then you just kind of eat it like a taco. Really good. And here we go, finished product. And a side note on the mayonnaise, you can use that for so many things. You can put it in salad dressings, you could put it in things to make them creamy. However you want to use it like regular mayo. And because it is a McDougall recipe, you know that it's starch solution compliant. So let's give these a taste. So I'm going to try the little lettuce boats here, or whatever you want to call them. And these are just really light and refreshing. I love these. It's so good. Really good. Okay, let's try the sandwich. And I love to toast the bread. If you don't want to toast your bread, just have it plain. But I like that crunch, so let's give this one a try. So good. Reminds me of my childhood. That mayo is creamy. It's got that right little bite. It's really good. All right, let's make our second recipe, that mac and cheese. You're not gonna believe how easy this one is. So to start our mac and cheese, we're gonna start off with some elbow macaroni. Mine's gluten-free, of course, but you don't have to use gluten-free. 1.5 cups. This is for 2 people. We're just gonna cook this to the package directions. Now I'm draining the pasta, it's just over in the sink, but we're gonna put the cheese sauce in here. This is Broccoli Mum's cheese sauce. I have a couple recipes on my channel, but I'm really loving hers right now, so I'm gonna give her full credit. So we're gonna put this into the pot. This was in the refrigerator, so we'll let it heat up a bit, and I've got about 1 cup. And then I also reserved 1/4 cup of the cooking water. So I'm gonna add that in there. So let's just stir this up. And we just want it to get nice and smooth consistency. Now if you want to use more than 1 cup, I find 1 cup is sufficient for this recipe, but you're more than welcome to put more in if you feel like it's not cheesy enough. We'll throw our pasta in and make sure we get everything coated. Now you can eat this as is, but I like to do some calorie dilution. So I'm gonna add some veggies in here. And you can add any kind of veggies you want. I've got some broccoli. I've got some spinach. I've got some chopped tomatoes. I've got 4 quartered olives. And I'm just gonna let this all heat up and wilt the spinach. And this way you are reducing the calories of your recipe and making it very weight loss friendly. And look at how beautiful that looks. So you could eat just the macaroni and cheese and maybe do a side of veggies, but I like to just put them all in one pot, and this is gorgeous. And you can top this with a little pepper. You could put nutritional yeast on top. You can season this the way you like to fit your likes, your family likes. All right, I'm gonna let this just wilt in here for another couple of minutes, and then we're gonna plate it up and give it a taste. So here we go, all done, finished product. Get an up close little look with the broccoli, tomatoes, olive, pasta of course, and some spinach. And then of course we've got the cheese sauce on there. I put a little bit of nutritional yeast on there. Let's give this a taste. This is so good. If you're missing your comfort foods like macaroni and cheese, you can have this on this way of eating. You can definitely have this. You just want to really dilute those calories with all the veggies. You can still have your pasta, and then you've got all these wonderful veggies with all that fiber that's going to help fill you up. So don't think that you need to restrict yourself from your favorite comfort foods. If you look on my channel, I've got pizza, I've got tacos, I've got lasagna, enchiladas, you name it. Desserts, you can have all these things. You just need to have cleaned up, healthier versions. You could also pair this with a nice big salad too, and then you're getting even more bang for your buck. So if you like this video, if you got value out of it, if you learned something, please give me a like. I really appreciate it. And if you've made it this far in the video, please comment below with comfort foods, and I really appreciate your support. When I see all those comments on the video that say comfort foods, and I know you've watched it to the end, it does my heart good, and I just can't tell you how much I appreciate all your support of my channel. Because without you, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. And as always, all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate. Until next time, thank you. Faith with you, baby. All right, I told you to. And I'm gonna be making... Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and I'm... What is wrong with me today? I've got something in my eye too. It's not coming out. Hope I'm... Yes. Dude, what is happening?